Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your 3 quick cards. Weekend energy check-in for May 19th. Nope. May 20th and May 21st. Yep, that's right. May 20th and May 21st. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here, for giving and showing so much love, so much support to me, to the channel, to the community. I love and adore you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I want to say happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope you have some fun, amazing plans going on for the weekend, and or you're just getting out. Make sure you're drinking your water, having fun with a family, or getting out and kind of just living in the world. Whether you just go sit on a park bench and like kind of people watch, or you got some really fun things going on. For some of you might be going on a boat out in the water. I'm seeing lots of fun energy throughout the weekend for you here, Aquarius. So let's go ahead and see what's coming through for you for, trying to, for this 3 quick cards weekend energy check-in reading. What does Aquarius need to know? What needs to come through? Here we go. All right, there's that first one. Oh, interesting that it is interesting. I don't do reversal, so we're going to flip that around, but we got a wolf moon and we got the moons over here. So let's see what the tarot has to add. This is going to be 4 quick cards, even though it's supposed to be the 3 quick cards because 2 came out. And like 2, yikes, 2 again here. All right, let's see what you got going on for the weekend here, Aquarius. You got full moon. I will watch over you. So it's coming through here, Aquarius, that over this weekend there may be something that's coming to light. Okay, maybe being illuminated through the moon, and maybe, you know, during kind of a late night. Either it could have happened Friday night. I know this comes out Saturday, or Saturday night, or even Sunday night, kind of late in the evening, or even into the early moonlight hours where everything is illuminated with that moon. There's a potential that something is coming to a light, something is being brought up, and Spirit wants you to know that you are being watched over, you are being protected, that whatever this is, however this comes through, Aquarius, that there is the light that will be shining soon. There is a light at the end of the tunnel here. However this plays out for you this weekend, Aquarius, I know last night was kind of a difficult night, so this is coming through for me personally. So this is coming through kind of with this perfect reminder for me as well here, Aquarius. And some of you really need to hear this during this time. You are being watched over. You are being protected. You are being guided. You are being supported, even in those moments where life feels the most difficult, okay? I don't know why the weekend energy readings have been coming through this way, but see, a personal issue reaches resolution, okay? Full moon in Cancer. So a personal issue reaches resolution. So there is a resolution inside Aquarius. Something needs to come to an head during this weekend. Something needs to come to a head, and it's going to resolve very quickly once it does. You also have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So it may just be that this whatever this is happening for you kind of later in the night, or what's being illuminated, this doesn't have to be in the night, but that's just kind of how it's coming through for some of you here, Aquarius. But however it's being illuminated, or whatever's being brought into the light, may just be this new romance, this new potential lover that is coming into the picture. And I say that, Aquarius, because you have here, you also have the 8 of Swords and the Lover. So there's a potential that something is coming to light as well that is a new romance. Some of you may finally, with these cards right here, before we even get into those, may finally be kind of unattaching, or detaching is a better word, or cutting cords to something from the past. And you're, you know, still in this place where you're like, you know what, you know, wish you nothing but the best. I'll watch over you. I'll care. I'll send, you know, love and support, right? Platonic, of course, for somebody from the past. You don't want to have romantic love still, or hopefully, I mean, you do you, but um, I'll still watch over, make sure everything's okay. Potentially, you have a child with this person. That may be why that's coming through here, Aquarius. But there is that personal issue that's reaches a resolution. It may just be that you finally are like, I see the light. It's being illuminated. There's that clarity here now that I really, you know, this person meant a lot to me. We have history, however that may have come through for you personally, Aquarius, but I'm ready to cut the cords. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready, right? And some of you have been holding on, maybe even unconsciously, you're not really aware that you have been. And then you're like, wait, whoa. It's almost as if it's illuminated or brought up into the light, right? That this has been happening. Or maybe even somebody said something because they're seeing something that you haven't been seeing. And they're like, you know, Aquarius, this and this and whatever. And you're like, whoa, pow, like fireworks going off. I didn't even realize. And then now you do. So that becomes, it comes into this space. Now, this has potentially been bubbling up and working through. It's not potentially all going to come to a head and happen this weekend, but maybe it will, Aquarius. But right, so it's like you're letting somebody go. Now obviously this is going to come through different for each of you, because your circumstances may be different, or your individual like little facets or elements may be different, but there's that new love or a new lover, a new romantic cycle begins. It doesn't mean that you're going to be whoop swept off your feet right here in this moment. It may be that you're out and about, right, one evening, and you kind of run into somebody, and there is kind of a little spark, and then it begins to grow, okay? But it takes letting go of some. There's going to be either something that's coming to light that could be a little bit difficult, and spirit's reminding you, and or this is cutting cords with somebody, Aquarius, because you also, again, we haven't even got to these ones yet. I mean, we talked about them for just a second and then went back, but you've got the Eight of Swords and the Lovers, okay? That Eight of Swords energy, some of you have been feeling a bit trapped. Now, it could be trapped within whatever this is, whether it has to do with that cutting the cords or that past relationship, or it has to do with what is coming to light. Some of you have been feeling kind of trapped. Some of you have been feeling kind of tied down in one way or another, and the Lovers is here as well, Aquarius. So for some of you, this is coming through with making a decision. That decision could be to cut the cords. That decision could be to finally see the light, or, you know, realize, let things be illuminated, and actually look at things very clearly. Okay. For others of you, this is that new romantic cycle coming in, that lover coming in, but it took you kind of being willing to let go of, right, cut the cords with, or begin to see, or even have somebody come out and tell you, right, kind of maybe what has been going on that you weren't really seeing, and maybe you were, again, doing it subconsciously. Maybe you were making sure you were in certain spaces or places, or saying certain things, or involved in certain things, or whatever it may be for you, Aquarius. But once you cut those cords, once you release yourself from this Eight of Swords energy, then that new love, right, that new cycle can begin. Okay, but for some of you, it hasn't yet, and you've been praying for it, you've been wanting it, you've been ready for it, or at least you thought you were, but it hasn't been coming in because you were still holding on to the past, okay? So now, cutting the cords and letting go, for those of you that this is what resonates for you, it is going to open up that potentiality, that possibility for this new romance, for this new kind of love to be able to come in, okay? So you've got a couple different potentials for this weekend, Aquarius. There is support. I will watch over you. You are being watched over in a protective manner, not in a, like a weird or scary manner, but as if you're being protected. Somebody, spirit, universe, your angels, your ancestors, you know, people even in the physical reality are watching over you. You are being protected. There's a lot of love around you. However this pans out for you this weekend, Aquarius, whether it's, you know, something that's kind of heartbreaking or devastating that's coming to light or being illuminated, or, you know, because it, actually in both the scenarios it can kind of go that way. It really depends on your perspective. It is a huge growth weekend for you, as long as you're open to that, okay? Because we make lots of choices, we make lots of decisions, and sometimes, right, because you also have the Lovers, which could be, it used to be called the choice card, right? we have lots of choices. We have lots of decisions that we can make, Aquarius. So, you know, for some of you, it's going to be time to take a deep breath, take a step back, and really think about things before you jump too quickly, because that jumping too quickly for some of you, depending on how this plays out, could be what is causing a little bit of devastation or potential sadness or heartbreak this weekend. So, wow, right? With this personal issue, it is coming to a resolution, but for some of you, it's got to come to a head before it can. Okay. All right. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, Aquarius. I know mine I think has come, unless there's another something coming through from this, right? Which this isn't even directed towards me, but I can take part of it because yeah. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, wow, I just jumped through that. So some of you are going to jump through this. When it comes to a head, you're going to be like, whew, yes, it's finally come to a head. Here we go. Get to move on this resolution, moving on into new things. No more holding on to the past. So, okay, for some of you, that's how it's going to come through. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love, and a fabulous, wonderful, amazing weekend. Yes, of course, with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.